Hey guys, welcome back to Rob Does Pokemon and welcome to the last ever Rob Does Pokemon YouTube video. This is not a joke, okay? I'm not making this video for clicks. I'm not going to pop up halfway through and say, gotcha, I'm sticking around after all, guys. I was just fooling you, no. This is my last ever YouTube video. It's the last one I'm going to make. And I'm making this video for a few reasons. Number one, I want to say goodbye properly to the core group of people that follow this channel because you guys are amazing. You follow the lives, you leave likes, no matter how bad the video is, you leave your comments. And I really appreciate that. Genuinely, I want to say goodbye and thank you to you guys and give you an explanation as to why I'm leaving. Number two, I need some closure on this, okay? I could just ghost everybody and say nothing, right? And people wonder where I've gone, but this channel has been a lot for me. I've poured so much energy into it over the last year and a half, I guess 2 years if you count Instagram as well. And it's cost me relationships with my family. It's cost me, some aspects of my relationship and my marriage and friendships. And I need to say goodbye to it in the right way. So there's that. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with me, and then I will give you my thoughts on where I think the Pokemon investing and market niche is at and, how I think it really needs to change. So firstly, guys, things came to a head this week on a stream I joined with the Poke Office. We interviewed Cool Trainer Ryan. That was the guest. And Cool Trainer Ryan's awesome. He didn't do anything wrong. He's a really cool guy. I think he liked and enjoyed the stream. And some of you guys seem to like it as well. But anyway, Pokeball came on at some point. That was great to meet Pokeball, to meet Sean. And I think Pokey was in there too. But I haven't gone back and rewatched it because I got so horrifically drunk on this stream that I ended up passing out on the floor. I threw up violently into a cardboard box. And I slept next to that box until my 3-year-old woke me up at about 7 o'clock in the morning, screaming and needing my help. And I was unable to help her because I was so hungover and still drunk and sick. And guys, I haven't been that drunk since I was like 20 years old, since I was partying around. And luckily my wife was in the house, like she could take over. But I started to get really sick that day and thought a lot. I canceled on a live with one of my favorite content creators, Denerion Cards. I was really excited to meet her and I had to cancel that. Could barely do any work. And I just thought, like, what if my kids watch this one day? This is their dad doing these things. And I was really embarrassed and I was really kind of disgusted with myself. So that's one thing. But look, everybody has bad days. Everybody makes mistakes, right? It's no reason to just, throw the baby out with the bathwater. But this is part of a longer process that's been kind of building up for me for a while. So there was some personal stuff, which I'm not going to share, that happened with me and my wife earlier this year. And there was a big change that happened. And I took that change as a sign that I should be pouring more into my content, that I should be going full throttle into a business venture. And I started getting things ready. Transparently, guys, I had a logo made up. I was doing a Shopify website. I was going to start doing like the Poke thing in Canada, like flipping over Japanese boxes. I was planning to start a rip and ship for Japanese cards up here in Canada. And the more I got into it, the more that I invested time-wise into it, the more I started to feel like it just wasn't genuine. I started to feel like I was thinking of the people that watch my videos as little cash cows that I could just milk and try and make some money out of rather than genuine people on the other end. And I don't think that everybody that does rip and ships thinks of people that way. I don't think that at all, but I think a lot of people do. And I do think this rip and ship culture is not good for the hobby from my standpoint. I'm not into it. Okay, that's not something I really want to do. And only by going down that road did I kind of discover that if I did that, I feel like I would be exploiting the fan base. So I pumped the brakes on that pretty hard. And honestly, guys, the content niche overall for Pokemon investing feels extremely toxic. It feels extremely played out. It feels like people are exploiting the fan base quite often. And I look at some of the top performing creators in the space. I have nothing against Rudy. I think Rudy's great. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. It feels like a lot of guys in the space want to be him. They're just doing everything they can to emulate Rudy from Alpha Investments. He doesn't give a shit about Pokemon. And I don't think that's cool. It's not something I want to be doing. And, it's like this card's up, this card's down, like a couple of bucks, like, the reprint thing right now. You had people telling you, prominent YouTubers in the Pokemon investing space, telling you things aren't going to get reprinted. There's no way they can do it. Pokemon can't reprint everything. And now here they are, reprinting everything. Like, it just feels disingenuous to me. It feels very disingenuous. And I feel like I started the channel to give people advice, to try and help people out. And I don't feel like I'm doing that on my videos. I feel like I'm just chasing clicks and views and trying to give people what they want. Like, I look at the recommendations YouTube Analytics gives me, and it says, make a video telling people the best singles to buy as an investment right now. Well, I think singles are fucked right now, guys. I think there's huge market manipulation happening. And hey, maybe stuff goes up, maybe it goes down, but I don't want to give people that advice. But, you know, people are getting clicks doing it, and good for them. I wish every content creator all the success in the world. I wish everybody all the success in the world. But it just feels like rage bait does the best. It feels like a great chunk of this audience are angry and sad, and that makes me feel sad. It's not the energy I want to put out into the world. It's not what I want to do. So there's that. Mostly, guys, I feel like I am not being a genuine version of myself. I'm not being honest with myself. And only by closing this channel down will I be able to find out what I really want to do. I know for a fact that the thing I like the most when it comes to content is just making people laugh. I know, I know it sounds corny, but it's what I like doing. I like making people smile. That's when I have the most fun. That's what I get most of a kick out of. So I got to figure out how to make that work while also focusing on my family, focusing on, kind of repairing my marriage with everything that's kind of happened there. I want to leave you guys with a hope. And that hope is that you guys can look past the values. You can look past the values. I still believe in Pokemon investing. I still buy stuff. I'm not going to sell everything right now. But it's so much about values right now, dollar values. And while there is an aspect of that that's cool, that I find fascinating in this Pokemon economy, I've been opening packs with my kid, with Madeline, and she's 6. And I'll try and show her like the card that we pull and say, honey, that's a valuable one. And you know what? She doesn't give a shit, guys. She doesn't give a shit about that. She likes the sparkly ones. She likes the shiny ones. She likes the pink ones. It could be a freaking just regular common card that she really likes because she likes the artwork. And there is a purity to Pokemon. There's a pureness that's been lost right now. And if you think back to what first got you into Pokemon, it wasn't the money. That wasn't it. It wasn't seeing the dollar signs go up. It was something better than that. It was something magical. And I think that we've forgotten that, many of us. And I think it's our job to protect that for the next generation. So that's what I'll leave you guys with. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for being a part of everything. I really do value the people that have watched and the relationships I've built up. And until next time, guys, take it easy.